Let's go! If we could address you directly right now.
Everything comes full circle.
Woo! That's number one.
I don't tell him what questions to ask me.
There are a lot of people around town that have the same question.
Brush my teeth. I'm a good wash in the morning.
I can't confirm or deny.
You know, just keep going a little bit longer here, Mike. Keep going a little bit longer.
TKWHD2 Bridgeport, ESPN Radio. This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Oh boy. Hold on. I'm gonna scratch my back like a bear on something sharp.
New world order.
That helps. All right. There we go. For those of you not watching on Twitch, I did have to scratch my back on something sharp like a bear. Sometimes nothing you can do. You start the show whenever you can start the show. Hello! We're here live, broadcasting live on a Tuesday. Depending on where you are, some light weather. It's funny how spring's trying to cling. It's trying to cling here, but it can't. It's trying to fight like an old man being lowered into a warm bath. It's trying to fight to stay out of said bath, but it cannot happen. There will be snow later on, but for now, a little weather on a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having fun, enjoying your day, if you will. I'm having myself a nice day. Thanks for even asking. God, so inconsiderate. Just kidding. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You can tell me how your day is if you want. Casual conversations, welcome. 315-437-7644. We're talking all sorts of hodgepodge of things today. There's playing games for the NBA. Of course, it's at 10 o'clock tonight. Even worse for me, the Grizz Golden State game I wanted to watch. 10 o'clock. All right, great. So, no thanks. Hopefully you guys can watch that for me and report back. The other play-on game, Hawks Magic. That'll be fun. A little bit of that. They've got some baseball fun today because, again, I want to keep doing. Ooh, how you doing? A little puberty there. I almost lost my voice Friday. We were real close. If anybody was listening Friday morning on the show, I was about done. I had almost lost my voice. We were real close, but we're good right there. As long as there's baseball fun to be had, I'm gonna talk about it and we're gonna hear about it because, again, another fun day in baseball land last night. We will also keep going in a little bit of WrestleMania talk today as we get a couple steps closer to WrestleMania and the final Monday Night Raw before, where's my mouse? There it is. Before WrestleMania last night, live on Netflix. Got some thoughts on that, so we'll talk about that as well. A little bit of discussion on transfer portal stuff. Ooh, jeez, I know. So we'll go from there, shall we? How's about that? Deal? Deal. Go!
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, it is. It's getting windy and manly. So although now I'm just looking at the little bit of sun that peeks in here. So maybe we'll get a little bit of sun for a little while because it was gray as hell. I happened to run home today, and it was funny. My neighbor unslid his sliding glass door just to yell at me, "Wow, you picked the worst time all day to go take the garbage out." It hasn't. Did I say snow? I think I keep saying snow. It hasn't rained all day. And then it downpoured in the 20 minutes I got to go home earlier. So hopefully that kind of sticks around. Yeah, I said hope the rain sticks around. I'd rather have the rain stick around than the snow. But either way, hopefully you guys are hunkered down for the little bit of weather we're going to get. And if you're watching over at twitch.tv/QSportsTalk.com, I appreciate you. Barry Monkey, Delamicus, Kev from Liverpool, Lockout, Matt from Auburn, my mom, Fuzz, Michael, Swift. Appreciate you guys today as there's some news. Everybody's real angry. Ooh, boy. I didn't really think I would have any Syracuse stuff to talk about today, even though the transfer portal is opening. The last name I would have thought would be in it would be Trevor Pena, as you guys saw today. I don't have to hit the breaking news sounder at all, as it has been all over the news today as we've gone through the last couple hours here. And I'm pretty sure he was one of the first people to say that he was staying, weirdly. So I don't know. There's a lot of speculation. I was trying to go through the most accurate source for all sports information, and X, formerly Twitter, very accurate, reliable sources on there. I mean, you can weed through some of it and hear from some fans that they've been hearing stuff down near where they are, and then there's the crazy stuff where, you know, Bill Belichick has already reached out to him and offered him $5 million and, you know, crazy stuff like that. But I did see someone, was it on X, that Miami, because you could have the Carson Beck experience was last year in college football with Miami, or you don't want to admit it really, but it's an uncertain quarterback room for Syracuse up here. And all the team would have to do, it seems, is reach out and say, "What are you making up there? Wow, that's it." And then do the thing where you walk away, you're like, "How much you making up there? Oh, really? Oh." That was me turning all the way around in my seat. So who knows where he's going to go. I saw Orange Nation talking a little bit about it, and I agree a little bit with Paulie where you can criticize them. They make money now. It's not like what Steve said about it. It's like being kids and, you know, got to make sure you take both sides. But no, they make millions of dollars. They're allowed to be criticized. You know, they're not, as long as it's not, you know, the person themselves. Can't be like, "I'm telling you right now, this guy, he's a real jerk when it comes to community service." No, but you could say, "Hey, man, that's kind of a jerk move this close to the transfer portal, not even being open yet, and also this close to the season and getting things going. Like, really, all of a sudden now is when you're going to decide? The team ain't looking that much different going forward other than this year, you know, or after this year, maybe a couple guys coming in, but I don't know what he saw or what got said to him or what other team got into his ear. I'm just glad that I didn't spend any money on his ass the couple times looking for merch in the little shop there up in the Dome as a season ticket holder, because I did many times during the year. He was like the second or third most impressive player on the team. So I don't know. I got no beef with him leaving. If it's for more money, that's what these guys are all about these days, because things aren't guaranteed. So if you're going to be guaranteed them in college, why not? When they're not guaranteed in the pros. There's a reason Eddie Lampkin is trying to go to an SEC school. He's going to make a hell of a lot more money doing this stuff than he is in the pros, so why wouldn't he try to get another year? So, I don't know. What is it? Oh, I don't have any of the Fran stuff. I should have had it queued up about next guy up. Man, you know, who cares? Doesn't matter. If you want out, goodbye. Go. See ya. Because the transfer portal isn't even open yet, but I guarantee you he's not welcome probably around certain things if he's saying that or it's gotten out already. So, oh, well, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? That's really the only Syracuse stuff I got for you guys today. I know that they got a couple guys maybe visiting or looking around, but if you've got anything, like I said, feel free. Holla at your boy, 315-437-7644, and we'll keep an eye on stuff going forward here in, what is it, a day or 2 days, something like that, for the portal. But you know where you're going to get that, right? It's the less than an hour tease to the 315 with Brian Higgins. He'll get all your transfer portal stuff. If you're looking for your transfer portal fix, he's got it on both sides, basketball and football. So let's make sure that's where you're going to be wanting to stick around right here. Like I said, we'll spank fannies. So stay here, okay? Sorry, I had to sip my water. It's harder when there's nobody else in here to vamp when I have to sip a water or cough or something. So I have to do it myself. How's about this? Let's start with some other stuff here, and then we'll do a commercial in a couple minutes, and then we'll come back. Also, quick, yes, that was the other thing. Other random news around other leagues. I saw the Dolphins trying to trade Jalen Ramsey, the guy that I wanted the Dallas Cowboys to draft over Ezekiel Elliott from day one. And now look who's having the better career. Jalen Ramsey is a star, and he's going to be making much more money, and he's not going to go anywhere near Dallas. Probably going to end up on the Eagles. And I didn't even think about that. I just said it kind of off the top of my head. And now I'm going to be so mad if he goes to the Eagles. But that was really it. As far as other info and news I'm seeing upon the day here, because I was looking at a lot of baseball stuff as we were talking about, because I am kind of shocked that baseball is holding all of our attention still this far into the beginning of the season. Not that, I know they've got another 8 months left, but I usually kind of fall off for a little while. I'm not going to lie. Usually kind of like, all right, well, maybe we'll pick back up when it's legitimately warm enough to take my top off in public. Blast the nips. And then I'll pick back up with baseball. But it's been pretty good, man. And it's been awesome watching one of the best young pitchers, if not the best young pitcher in all of baseball, if not the best pitcher in baseball, Paul Skeens. And even though he started off a little bit rough, he still is a lot of people's best pitcher in baseball. A little foreshadowing. This was before the game he had last night.
Baseball was taken by storm a season ago by a rookie by the name of Paul Skeens, the Rookie of the Year, third in the NL Cy Young. Timmy's off to a great start again this year. GQ magazine, as you know. Is Paul Skeens the best pitcher in baseball?
Well, I said he was like 3 weeks ago, so I'm not going to bail on him after 3 starts, even though he's got a 3.44 ERA. He's also got 3 walks and 20 strikeouts. And even though his ERA is elevated, and he gave up more earned runs the other day in a start than he ever did as a professional baseball player, major or minor leagues, or his collegiate season. However, I'm staying with him because he's 6'6", he throws really hard, and he developed a cutter in the offseason because he could. So I think it's only a matter of time before he becomes the best pitcher in the game again. I'm sticking with him. And if I'm going to watch one pitcher pitch any game, he's the guy I'm going to watch.
And hopefully watched last night as the Pirates and Paul Skeens improved his ERA, now down to 2.96. Had himself quite the game. Now he's up to 2-1. Like I said, 2.96. Pirates win 10-3. Although they're only 6-11 on the year, I can't really say much as a Braves fan about that, though. Although we'll talk about the Braves after the break, because the Braves had themselves a little Miami Hurricane mascot situation, which we're going to talk about soon. Don't you worry. And in order to talk about the Braves, we're obligated to talk about either the Mets and or the Yankees. And Juan Soto finally getting a piece. Nope, not the sexy. I thought it was. That's a tease. Ooh, teasing you, the sexy line. Nope, still not yet. Juan Soto, though, helping the Mets take down the Twins 5-1. Big fat dinger.
This one launched to right center field, hit a ton. Buxton going back. Buxton will turn at the wall. That is gone. Only a matter of time. He's too good. Juan Soto, a 7th inning 2-run homer. The Mets break it open. It's 5-1 New York.
It's always funny. You can always tell when it's the opposing team on the call.
I love the awareness of Acuna hitting at the bottom of the order. Just sensing his job is to set the table for Lindor, for Soto to get on base, put pressure. Cool night.
Does he hit home run again?
He hit it well.
Yeah. I left that in there. Good thing I left that in there. Cody Mack talking to himself.
Pressure. Cool night. He hit it well.
Okay, thank you. Great analysis right there. He hit it well. Sexy analysis of the day. Like I said, Mets win. And do the Yankees win? It's not a tease. We're going to do it real quick, and then we'll take a break. They do. They hit 3 home runs in an inning, and your Yankees take down the Royals 4-1 here. 3 home runs in an inning. Seems to be happening quite a bit in the MLB so far this year.
High drive, right field. Turning and looking is Biggio. See ya. A long home run for Grisham. His 4th of the year. And the Yankees lead 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, if you're Aaron Boone, you just play this hot streak because he is so good defensively. You get any kind of offense from him, and he is such a plus for the Yankees, possibly, because I think Stanton does somewhat the same thing.
High fly ball, right field. Biggio back. See ya. Home run for Rice. And the Yankees lead 3-1.
Piling it on the Royals here. Everybody's a preseason favorite to be looking pretty good, and they're not even done yet. Like I said, they don't hit 1. They don't hit 2 in the inning. They don't hit 4 in the inning. They hit 3 in the inning.
It's Austin Wells. Drilled deep to right field. Fair or foul. Fair ball. Another home run. 3 in the inning. Yankees pouring it on. And it's 4-1 Bombers.
And like I said, they will go on to win. More baseball highlights, especially going to talk about a little situation involving a Braves reporter just looking for them digits. Hello, Q Sports Talk, peoples.
On ESPN Syracuse. Your driving pleasure. Hit the road in the supremely sporty all-electric BMW i4 Grand Coupe. The redesigned front exterior and elegant rear lights give this Grand Coupe an athletic aesthetic from front to back. Lease an all-new 2025 BMW i4 xDrive 40 at Burdick BMW for only $429 per month for 36 months with $5,379 do it.
I need more water. Oh, your dinger parlay losers from yesterday. Mookie Betts, yes. Paul Goldschmidt, no. Paul Goldschmidt. You know, I just heard about that. I did not lose the bird bracket, and nor did I throw it away, because I know a lot of times I throw things away, but I did not throw this away. I can promise you that. It's probably on Paulie's mess of a desk. He wouldn't know if you took a dump on his desk and hit it somewhere.
Living the dream. And one foggy morning, he got rear-ended on 81. Can't drive, can't work. Insurance company says he's faking it. That's when he called me. For Carl, we built a bulletproof case that made sure he didn't have to go to court. Serious injury? Don't go it alone. Call 1-800-608-3333. Stanley Law.
Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes. 1-800-608-2333. 215 Bernard Avenue, Syracuse, Watertown, Rochester, Binghamton, Montrose, PA, and Oneonta.
Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Hi, I'm Dan Sheriff, general manager for the Nida Motor Group, and Nida and Roll. Spring is finally here, and what a winter it was. I am so glad to put that behind us. That being said, my inventory has piled up almost as much as the snow this year, so I've instructed my team to plow through it fast. We are discounting new and pre-owned vehicles like crazy at Nida. We also have our new budget car lineup, which is basically cars that have gone through our shop with a 150-point inspection process to ensure they're great, affordable vehicles. These are typically higher mileage vehicles that most new car dealers are afraid to sell. I'm here to tell you that we stand behind what we sell.
WrestleMania watch party? No. We used to do, me and my buddy Hambone used to do watch parties. And they were wild, to say the least. I'll tell you that. We used to do crazy stuff.
Don't just think you can't shop Nye for this reason or that reason, just stop in and give it a try. You won't regret it. The company wise gotta be Nye at Nio.com. That's NYE.
I once had the imprint in a bloody bruise of his hand on my chest from giving me overhand chops. That was one of the smaller things. I forgot, we used to do a lot. That was rough. Hambone, my friend who is probably, I don't know, 5'10", 300. I don't know, make him bigger than he is. 350 pounds, 300, not maybe 300 pounds.
I get to watch Perfect Practice every day with our own Workers' Compensation Authority, Tony D'Amato.
Thanks, Joe. I love what I do and being part of the CH team. This is Tony in Workers' Compensation.
It's awful. It's funny, though. It's absolutely funny.
See our Workers' Comp?
I wouldn't be surprised if someday it stops my heart. Get smacked.
Refund season, which means it's time for a new ride. At Ryan Phelps Auto Sales, you're 100% approved. With 3 locations, nearly 300 total vehicles, most under 19 grand, 30 lenders, and even a buy here program that builds your credit. We have what you're looking for. Ryan Phelps has a 5-star reputation with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating.
Say what? A dealer who offers buy here, pay here.
Say what?
That's right. Ryan Phelps Auto checks all the boxes. Visit RyanPhelps.com and see why everyone's buying from Ryan.
I'm William Mattar. Thousands have trusted us with their motor vehicle injury claims.
Well, the problem was that we stopped doing the watch parties because I wanted to concentrate on the wrestling and not doing all the other stuff because it was getting good, really good again. It's hard. You can't concentrate.
Watch your favorite ESPN Syracuse sports talk shows on QSportsTalk.com.
I'm gonna go just like a hearse. You die to get in again. We are so far.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Just like a match, try to incinerate the lives of everyone you know.
Hey, here we go. And we are back, returned. I have returned, much like this weekend as we celebrate Easter. And no, I'm just kidding. I won't. I can offend everybody on the morning show with Josh. I'll save some groups, but I won't offend here on the sports show for now. Maybe. We'll see. I can tell you the story of how they discovered Easter eggs and how they came to be. No? Might involve hiding pieces. Never mind. We're not going to do it. We're back. 315-437-7644. If you want to chat about anything at all, really, it's WrestleMania week. We can talk WrestleMania. We got some baseball stuff going on. There is the transfer portal opening up soon for football again, and Trevor Pena already decided that he hates our guts. Apparently, it's what I'm getting. It's the vibe I'm getting, Trevor. By the way, also, since he's going to leave soon and it won't matter anymore, Trevor. It's Trevor. All right? It's Trevor Pena. It's a V. It's Trevor. Come on, bud. I'm glad I didn't buy your jersey now or a shirt that had you catching a football in a wicked cool way on it. I don't care. Thank you for watching on twitch.tv/QSportsTalk.com. I appreciate you guys because you're always there, all 80 to 90,000 of you, depending on the time of day. So I'll never forget you guys for being so cool. Speaking of being so cool and so smooth, you would think it would be Austin Riley and the Braves and their 8-4 victory, and now Austin Riley's going to hit all these dingers after I already bet on him and lost. But you would think it would be them that was so cool.
Riley, who homered his last time up, and hits another one high and deep to left center field, and he's got his second home run of the night. A 3-run shot as Atlanta has blown it open here in the 5th.
Speaking of, never mind.
Well, this is the power that they have not had early in this season, but the Atlanta Braves bats are heating up. And they're going to be way up over that now. First pitch slider, and you see where that pitch is. It kind of just rolls in there. At 89, that's the one you want biting down if you're going to throw it.
Heating up. And the Braves now heating up to a record of 5-11. Yeah, I know. We got to breathe deep. You got to start somewhere. But I was saying, you thought that was cool, right? Well, a lot of people might not think this is as cool, including some other sports reporters in the people that commentate in the peanut gallery. But a lot of sports reporters are very uptight, and who cares? And this was actually, it was lame, but this guy for the Braves is drawing some ire. Thank you, word of the day calendar, for his actions. But it was just more of a really lame attempt. And the fact that if this young lady actually gave him her real phone number, then, I mean, it was not the smoothest attempt. But we had something similar to what you're about to hear. It happened in Syracuse, where the Miami mascot for the Hurricanes asked that reporter for her number or something, and she took a very great offense to it, whereas he was doing his job, and he took the time to do that, as she tweeted out while she was doing her job. But this happened in Atlanta. Or is it? No, it's in Toronto, pardon me. But it's an Atlanta reporter.
Wiley, how are things up there at the Corona rooftop?
Things are pretty great, Brandon. We're having a lot of fun up here up the Corona rooftop. Who do we got here? What's your name?
My name's Lauren.
Lawrence, all right.
And I'm Kayla.
Kayla, and you guys hang out at the rooftop lounge often?
I'm going to stop you right there, bud. Nobody's name is Lawrence. Okay? So, right out the gate, strike one. And that's going to be the girl you ask the number for. So, good job hearing Lawrence, because those are very popular names for young ladies.
Things are pretty great, Brandon. We're having a lot of fun up here up the Corona rooftop. Who do we got here? What's your name?
My name's Lauren.
Lawrence, all right.
And I'm Kayla.
Kayla, and you guys hang out at the rooftop lounge often?
Once a year I come out to visit.
Okay, well, we timed it pretty well. All right, good. How are you guys feeling about rooting for the Braves today?
Oof, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best.
What about you? Are you a Braves fan now?
Not quite.
Not quite. All right, I'm gonna go to work up here, guys. Good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, Wiley. You got 4 innings to get the numbers.
I'm on it. Come on it.
Get us some more Braves fans.
All right, so they want me to get your number.
They want you to get my number.
I'm dead serious. They're saying in my ear right now, she didn't believe me because she thinks you guys are not making this up. Even if you guys weren't, I might use that in the future. That's actually a pretty good move.
This is unbelievable.
So the best part of this right now is that Wiley could totally be faking it. This might be the new move. Just walk around with a FanDuel microphone and an earpiece in and convince fans that they're actually on TV.
I should have thought of this years ago.
Unreal.
I am speechless.
She does
got
it.
The number. We're good.
I am without speech.
First time in
I'm a little nervous.
Broadcast history.
Wow. So, I mean, yeah. So hopefully Wiley and Lawrence have a great time together. The reporters, it's the announcers, the really creepy old white guys. Hey, it's time to get her number. Make sure you get that number of that girl that could absolutely be my granddaughter. Breathe heavy into the mic as hard as you can. Oh, wait, don't. Sorry. But, yep, so, I don't know. It was more lame than it was like, oh, he needs to be doing his job. Oh, the guy walking around the stands in a rival stadium needs to be doing a more professional job. It's sports. It's not that serious. We're a bunch of grown adults playing with balls. Yeah. Grown adults playing with balls. Nope, never mind. So, yeah, that was some fun stuff that happened yesterday. Some other things happened around the league. I know everybody's favorite, Ohtani smashes a big fat home run.
He is due after a stretch like that, though.
Oh!
High drive. Center field. Way back. Way gone.
Home run. Everybody loves Ohtani, so there's one from him yesterday. Also, Padres keep at it as they look like one of the best teams in baseball. The Dodgers also getting, like I said, they're back on the winning ways, 5-3 over the Rockies. And you had the Phillies lose. So that was nice for me because I don't like the Phillies, and anytime they can lose, I'll make sure I work that in somehow. All right, how's about this? We should go ahead and do a little bit of wrestling talk as we are on the road to WrestleMania. Come back. Sports Show. Cody Mack. That's me. Oh, my goodness. Alex, I get it. Oh, I used my terrible whistle. Oh, God. I didn't know I couldn't whistle very well. Ugh.
Syracuse, have you heard? CNY Lawn and Snow LLC has expanded into their new shop with plenty of room for new employees. Are you a seasoned landscape pro looking for a new start? Or maybe you've always been interested in the landscape industry but haven't had the right opportunity? Well, now is the time. CNY Lawn and Snow LLC is Syracuse's premier landscape company and now hiring all positions and all skill levels. Visit the website.
And all skill levels.
That's CNYLawnandSnow.com. CNY Lawn and Snow LLC, where quality matters.
Point Guard Advisors, a company built to assist your every move on the court of business. I'm joined by owner Jim Ash today. Jim, what does a Point Guard employee offer the greater Central New York market?
Point Guard Advisors people have the experience and ability to recognize the financial needs of a business, and we cater a plan that fits those needs. We do our best to bring in the proper person from one of our companies or from one of our network of partner businesses that offer that particular expertise.
Jim, how does having the right CPA and accountants impact a business's plans?
Since I also operate my accounting firm, I highly emphasize a high-quality CPA on your professional team. CPAs operate as trusted advisors. They help businesses run an efficient process that maximizes cash flow and at the same time properly rewarding employees for their great work.
Point Guard Advisors, a company that can assist and always help your business score. Get the conversation started today. 370-9964 or visit pointguardadvisors.com.
Introducing Equipment Share to the great state of New York. Your premier rental agency supplying customers what they need to get the job done right. With Equipment Share, get the reliable tools you need backed with top-tier customer service to keep your project moving forward. From excavators to skid steers, aerial lifts to power tools, Equipment Share has the rental fleet you need, delivered fast and ready to go. Big company, small company, or even a weekend warrior doing a home project? No worries, we service everyone. Track your equipment in real time with Equipment Share's proprietary T3 technology platform. Let us prove to you why we are a better way to rent. Visit equipmentshare.com to find the location closest to you or reserve equipment online. That's equipmentshare.com. Your premier rental agency supplying customers what they need to get the job done right.
Shep Family Funeral Homes is one of the oldest family-owned businesses in Central New York. We're committed to offering you the highest...
There we go. Now it's back. Although I could have talked. My thing was frozen. That wouldn't have meant that your guys' end would have been frozen. You could have heard me the whole time. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
Traditional and fine service and facilities within the means of all. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin
I was in Led Zeppelin for a little while. Don't look it up. My deepest cuts required stitches. You guys can't even hear the commercials I'm commenting on. I poked myself in the eye. Are they Metallica? Yeah! Oh! Metallica, yeah! Yeah! Who's going? Anybody going to Metallica? Going to do the Metallica parties? Going to do the pop-up show? You're going to the Red Cross blood drive that Metallica has organized? Because, yes, that's a thing rock bands do. Nice.
Burn it down!
Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Tuesday. Wouldn't mind a little heat. It's getting chillier every second out there. Oh my. That's okay, though. We're nice and warm right in here thanks to DVOffers.com, powered by Drivers Village. And if I really wanted to, I know that like 10 feet away from me, our very own Lisa Denard has a heater that Josh and I steal in the mornings. So, but my toesies ain't cold. It's because I'm too excited. Oh my God. You guys are very lucky. I could have done, let's see, an hour times 5. I could easily do 5 hours this week on all wrestling, start to finish. And it wouldn't even matter. And I'd probably miss out on things. I wanted to do favorite WrestleMania matches, favorite WrestleManias, favorite WrestleMania performers, random things like that. Fun little tidbits, if you will. So we will get to none of that, I'm sure. That's okay. Polyfade. So at least what we could very much do is talk about leading up to WrestleMania. And that was, yes, Seth Rollins music. Ryan Mullins in our twitch.tv/QSportsTalk.com chat. He's burning down the establishment, the man. I don't know. What do people usually rebel against? Their parents not letting them wear makeup? Is that what Seth Rollins is rebelling against? Burning down? Because I hate that. Although my parents wouldn't care if I wore makeup. So it doesn't matter. I could have made the... Again, see, I'm trying not to alienate and repulse all of you. I could have made a terrible, terrible joke there, and I don't. That I would have absolutely made over on the morning show with Josh. So we're just going to go right into wrestling stuff. As we had... we got still the final stop on the road to WrestleMania for SmackDown coming up, but... Last Friday was a pretty good SmackDown, as we'll kind of go through that a little bit here before we get into Monday Night Raw, because that was last night, and that was the final stop on the road to WrestleMania for Monday Night Raw. You had some cool action on SmackDown as you finally got to see who was going to be the number one contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships, and women's wrestling ain't no joke, so this should be one hell of a match as Bayley and Lyra Valkyria go end-to-end in the gauntlet match, and now they're going to take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez.
Well, she is energized.
Well, we're all impressed now, Joe Tess.
An offensive assault, and Otis would be proud, wouldn't he? Looking to counter. There is the tag. As she runs fire right into that corner. Rose playing. What a big opportunity. Lyra's up top. Leg drop! Could it be? Wire to wire!
So that'll be cool. Women's wrestling is way better and way different than it used to be. If you haven't watched wrestling in the last 10 years, it's right up there with the men's now. So the stuff at WrestleMania from the women is going to be awesome. Not at WrestleMania, though, would be a guy that just kind of debuted, so I can't get too mad that Rey Fenix isn't going to be at WrestleMania. As I'm right now, you never know, but he took on Berto and won. That was cool. I don't have audio of it, but an interesting event because where it is, as you guys all say, it's so fake. It's scripted. And what scripted means there's things that have to happen. And sometimes that goes awry. And what's funny is if you caught it on Friday, Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega ended up having a little problem as Chelsea Green was counted out and she was supposed to win that match, but she couldn't hear, I guess, in real life, the referee. So she stayed out of the ring on accident, and the referee was counting, and he had to ring the bell. So that was pretty cool. So some things aren't as scripted. We've been also talking a ton about what's probably the most anticipated match at WrestleMania. I have a fun hype video to play later this week. Cody Rhodes and John Cena. But Cody Rhodes came out on SmackDown, and it was pretty cool. He had a bunch of the old belts with him, and he was making some comments. There's been really good promos, really good back and forth with this. I won't play this whole thing, but Cody Rhodes coming out on SmackDown, delivering yet again.
I have this tattoo for the same reason that I wear this suit. It's not because I think I'm somebody. It's because I want to be somebody. Is that somebody who can sell out the world's most famous arena 188 times
Points
to
at
the
a belt.
rhythmic chants of his own name? Is that somebody who can sit up each and every night, even with broken ribs, and become WWE's phenom? Is that
Points at a belt.
somebody who can set the world ablaze with Latino heat?
Points at the belt that everybody remembers for Eddie Guerrero. And I'm not going to not play Eddie Chance. One of the best wrestlers ever in the history of the world, no arguments.
Or is that somebody who can carry a company on his back through good times and bad for 10 years? John Cena. John Cena looks at this and considers it a bad thing. I don't. I see it as a man who is trying to break the wheel, a man who is trying to find himself. Does that sound familiar? John, you've told me that I don't know who I am, that I don't present myself authentically. Here's what I do know, John. I'm the WWE champion, and you are not.
Ooh, and he goes on from there. I'm excited for this, man. It's going to be so good. That is the the Sunday main event, the WrestleMania main event. They released the days, which we'll play later on this week for each match for Saturday and Sunday. But that, I never thought I'd be looking forward to a John Cena match. But son of a bitch, I'm looking forward to a John Cena match. Also on that card, a match I'm looking forward to, Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, two completely different wrestlers, two completely different people, two completely different backgrounds. And it got real. We played it last week where they both went off script, and Tiffany Stratton brought up the fact that Charlotte's gotten several divorces, and one very recently, to which got him, I guess, in a little bit of trouble. But you could see on SmackDown when Charlotte Flair attacks Tiffany Stratton that she got in a couple nice blows, including, again, giving her a huge wedgie and hucking her over the announce table.
Stunning performance. Wait a second.
What in the world?
Oh, no. It's gone off the rails again.
Charlotte Flair was supposed to be sent home after their actions earlier.
Well, we know there was a ton of bad blood last week. Get security down. What the hell are you doing, Charlotte?
Now they're trying to clear things up, but it is getting worse by the week, and coming over the top of our announcement.
The USA Network almost having to show some fanny cheeks.
And Flair is on top. And now Flair is trying to be in Wade.
You're going to get yourself fired.
In the midst of it, trying to control things, rips off his headset. Holding back Charlotte Flair, the 14-time world champion, who is absolutely enraged.
And I can't remember now. I thought I remember if that was Saturday or Sunday, but either way, that is going to be phenomenal on WrestleMania, Saturday or Sunday. Like I said, I don't remember. And then the main event was kind of interesting for SmackDown. I know that it's not the go-home show, which they have the go-home show for Raw last night, but the go-home show for everything is Friday night for SmackDown, so they'll have some other things that'll go down. But it was still interesting that the main event, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga versus Orton and LA Knight, the way it ended, surprisingly, was with them putting over Jacob Fatu, who has not lost yet in the WWE in a singles match, and I don't really see him losing against an LA Knight. I would not be shocked that they did a squash match, to be honest with you. I know LA Knight was one of the most over people in the business for a while, but if they were to do what they should and capitalize on Jacob Fatu and this crazy Samoan fella, then they would have him just squash him. Beat the most over guy in the biz the last year. I think that would cement not just, having the U.S. title reign, which is he's probably going to have, but, just him as a top heel.
Look who's arrived. Jacob Fatu. A running senton and the beatdown has begun. The sneak attack on the guy he's going to meet up with in Vegas for that championship.
In 8 nights' time, WrestleMania Saturday. Now is your chance to feast, Jacob Fatu. Make that job at WrestleMania, that pathway to the United States title, that much easier.
The hip attack from Fatu. And when you see that...
Dude's one of the most athletic people I've ever seen.
The United States champion who just picked up his belt to celebrate a hard-earned tag team win. A mighty moonsault delivered.
Well, nobody is...
A 300-pound dude doing a moonsault is absolutely insane. If you're not familiar with what that is, he went several feet in the air and then did a backflip and landed on another fella. That's landing on another fella. That's actually a wrestling move of the day. But, yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited for WrestleMania. It's looking awesome. And last night definitely helped push along those goosebumps. The final Raw show before WrestleMania. We come back. Sports Show.
It's our new show, A Ton of Devo, on ESPN Radio Syracuse.
And don't forget to watch us on QSportsTalk.com.
That's live on Twitch and YouTube.
Hey, it's Dan from the Wildcat Sports Club. Warm weather is coming, and that means graduation parties, reunions, summer celebrations.
I burped.
Wildcat cater your next event. Appetizers and fresh salads, pasta dishes, sausage, peppers, and onions, to our award-winning wings and pizzas. Big or small, we've got your
My eyes burned today. All right, cool. I can save this then, and this. Cool. That's true, Ryan. The man is his wife. Ooh, I wonder if she shows up at WrestleMania maybe to help. Not like him in that match, but just in anybody. Oh, that was good. Yeah, there's no bird bracket here. That sucks. I think Paulie lost it on purpose.
See us now at McGuire Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Syracuse and save thousands. 959 Hiawatha Boulevard. McGuire Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Syracuse.com.
What makes Flintstone Syracuse's premier legal dispensary? Flintstone has over 1,200 premium high-quality products to choose from over 120 top brands. They welcoming environment for all individuals to buy safe and regulated products. Flintstone's knowledgeable staff can help you find exactly what you need, whether you're a novice or a pro. Can't make it to their store? Don't worry. They can deliver right to your door. Free delivery on orders over $100.
Marijuana he's talking about? Oh my God, you guys and your marijuana.
Open 10 a.m. 7 days a week. 219 Walton Street at Flintstone.com. 219 Walton Street and at Flintstone.com. For use by adults 21 years of age and older. Keep out of reach of children and pets. In case of accidental ingestion or overconsumption, contact the Poison Center hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or call 911. Please consume responsibly.
Yo, you think Mike did it? Mike saved us from the bird bracket? Listen, of all the brackets they've done, that's the best one, I would say. I like birds.
Combined to form its monolithic proportions, from the formidable front end to the imposing rear. Lease an all-new 2025 BMW X3 xDrive 30.
I mean, you could probably just make it up again. I don't think, would anybody really notice if you just started with, like, the Sweet 16 of birds? Elite 8, because that's how many legs birds have. 8. What? I'm not lazy. I'm very busy. I don't think you understand how busy I am. Oh, my God. I'm the busiest. Oh, who's going to do the sunny logs? Oh, me. And I'm done. Oh, no.
July 18th through the 20th at the fairgrounds. Proudly presented by the McGuire Automotive Group and Sweetgrass.
Watch your favorite ESPN Syracuse sports talk shows on QSportsTalk.com. This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
I've learned to let
Well, look who it is. Y'all. The less than 15-minute tease to the 315 with Brian Higgins. All your transfer portal news. We'll take all your angry calls over. Should be Trevor Pena. Listen, you're going to leave. I ain't going to try to protect you. Trevor is a stupid name. So you'll get all that stuff coming up in just a little while right on the 3 and 5 with Brian Higgins. But for now, right here on the Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7 and 100.1. We're hanging out, talking about wrestling as the final stop on Monday Night Raw. The road to WrestleMania was last night, and the show was really good. It just, to me, it didn't seem like a road to WrestleMania, the final stop on the road to WrestleMania for Monday Night Raw should be. It felt like, on the way, like on the road to WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw. But it was still good. Gunther delivered one of his best promos I've ever heard him deliver, as it seemed like he was actually legitimately angry kind of here. But I don't know if he retains, man. I don't know if they waste the yeet movement, if you will.
Ever since I stepped foot in this company, I am the greatest gift this company has ever received. For 80% of my time in this company, I have been a champion. And right now, I am the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time.
It's not wrong, but the belt's not that old.
And I refuse to let somebody like Jey Uso ruin that for me. Yeah. Do it as much as you want. I don't care. Jey, I urge you, put your chest out. Walk into WrestleMania with more confidence than you ever had, because it won't matter. At the end of the day, the bell has to ring.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm curious if they start off the show with that WrestleMania on Saturday, because I would imagine that would be a fun way to get things going. That's for sure. And then I'll jump into the middle of this, if you will, because CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, they had themselves their final encounter on the way to Road to WrestleMania. And maybe I'll play the whole thing as we get going later in the week. But this was just the start of it here, as they finally went at it. And it involved Roman Reigns pushing Paul Heyman, and then Seth Rollins stomping everybody.
Roman Reigns is here on Raw.
And the ones are to the sky in Sacramento.
And then he started talking about how
The only person getting screwed here in this whole favor is me.
and he's angry, and that leads to him pushing Paul Heyman, and Seth Rollins coming out and doing Seth Rollins things, man.
Eerily reminiscent of the chair to the back that disintegrated the Shield forever. And now Rollins with a stop to CM Punk. And Rollins with a stop to Roman Reigns.
Rollins on a mission to save professional wrestling in his mind.
Unleashing one of the most dangerous Seth Rollins we've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. And that's how Monday Night Raw ended. There were some other cool matches. You had Finn Balor taking on Penta, and which was one of the coolest matches I've seen in a long time. Finn Balor, Penta, Braun Breaker, and Dirty Dom going to be going at it at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title. That is going to be awesome. He also had AJ Styles and Logan Paul having another go at it, but this time Logan Paul hitting that crazy finisher that he does, the pulverizer. I don't know how he does it, man, but it's extremely impressive.
Sneak attack Styles. Styles was ready. Styles now trying to take out Paul and Cross. Inverted DDT by Styles, but Logan Paul, and Pat, you mentioned it earlier.
All it takes is one titanium punch.
And he's got titanium in his fist like I have in my leg. So Logan Paul and I are one and the same. Way more WrestleMania stuff coming tomorrow on the Sports Show with Cody Mack. We'll see you guys at tomorrow. Enjoy the 3 and 5 with Brian Higgins. All your transfer portal whatnots coming up. Okay, goodbye. I love you.
315.